I think we're good to go.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. How's it going? I hope you're good.
It's been a while.
No, I mean we're
Hasn't
still
it?
on track. Oh no, we're not.
No, we're not.
We're
Baby.
like
we're one behind.
We're 2 days late.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
not
fine.
going to be awful.
I don't think the people care.
I still think we'll put this one out and then try and put another one out at the weekend as well. Although I am working all 3 days this weekend, so maybe not.
Hi everybody.
Anything that you want to report? How are you feeling? We were talking a lot about your
last week was
MH last year.
What does MH stand for? Mental health.
Yeah,
love
and
that.
I meant last week, not last year.
Last year. Yeah, I feel much better this week. I feel good. I feel like has something happened?
No, we're good. Go on.
What is it?
Oh, it's all good. I'm just doing my emails.
Are you doing a prank?
No.
Sorry. If you're watching this.
Okay.
No, you can't. I can't speak with you looking at your phone. This is, honestly, I'm going to walk off. You just asked me about my MH and now you're on your phone.
Sorry.
Was it a serious email?
It's just like, I just need to do something. But
Do you want to pause and do it now?
No.
Are you
I'll
sure?
do it after.
We can cut this out.
No, we're all good. Let's go. I like this and I'm not cutting anything this week.
I can't fucking deal. Anyway, somebody commented saying that you're punching.
You're punching.
I'm punching.
Yeah.
So we could talk about that.
Have you seen me?
100%.
The weird thing is, I think it was not. From what I gather, rewatching that back, it can't be from looks. They're just talking about you sounding like an absolute bitch.
I did sound like these cut downs are really doing me dirty.
Oh, the thing is,
sound good
like,
for me.
I get to edit them.
I know.
Which is
You have so
good.
much power. I don't even know what the people are hearing.
I'm like, oh no, it was me saying, oh, I just want to have a nice Sunday and I don't want to argue with you. And you saying, oh, come on, let's do the
X,
X.
please. I know. Yeah. And then someone said I was punching.
Yeah. That was funny. I'd like to just clarify that, like, obviously you're not punching.
I don't care who's punching who. I'm so happy to be with you and I'm so lucky to be with you. It's fine. I don't mind if people think I'm punching. That's basically what I want to say.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of...
don't care. It's a compliment.
Yeah, I
Maybe
rate it.
I am
think I'm
punching. Like, I'm lucky.
I think we're both lucky.
Yeah, let's keep it like that.
Sick.
Love
that.
Me too. We've got some good questions this week.
Yeah,
well
I'm
done.
Lewis has been rolling
grafted.
straight into them this week.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Can I read one out,
talking
please? Because you never let me read them out. And it's annoying.
Sure. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
What shall I just go with? What?
Go on. Just do whatever you want. No thinking about it, though, because otherwise I'll have to cut it. So there's no dead air in this podcast.
It's so stressful when you say that. Okay. I'm seeing a guy since 2 years. He's 32 and I'm 24. In the beginning, the age difference wasn't an issue, but now I feel like I can't fully experience my young years. And I sometimes also feel like he dates me because he wants to keep himself young. No question, it's more of a statement to comment on.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, really interesting.
I wonder why you think that.
Yeah, I guess, like, I would say that if you feel like that specific way, like, oh, I feel like he's just dating me to keep himself young, like, why? What's making that happen? And also, like, is that a deal breaker? Also
saying, I feel like I can't fully experience my young years. Like, I understand that age plays a part in relationships because you're, like, in different places in your life, but why can't you? Mm-hmm. You know?
I think you could be, like, let's just imagine that there's a perfect person for everyone.
Right.
Do you not think that if you were with your perfect person, you wouldn't feel like you couldn't do anything? You know? So you would never feel in a position where you can't
do anything.
Do your younger years
because
want. You can do whatever you want.
But then it's like, forgetting age just for a minute, that question, it's like, it's kind of like if you're with someone and you like going out loads and they don't, it doesn't, the age might be the reason for that. But it's kind of, you know, imagine if I met you and we were like totally different with our lifestyles in a way, to like broaden out the question. That's something that...
The thing is, I feel like you can totally do that. That's like totally doable, but you both have to be on the same page in the sense that like you have to know that you're cool with what the other person wants to be doing.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You don't
like
have to
if you
do
wanted
everything.
To go out loads and I didn't,
I just still would.
You just would, yeah, and it would
yeah.
be fine. And like, if it was becoming not fine for me, then we would talk about it.
It's all about communication. I know I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the situation that you're in with like feeling like you can't be young because you've got different interests, they want to, you know, do something else. It's like, you just have to communicate.
Yeah.
And if they're making you feel like you can't live your young years and do whatever that means to you, it might not be going out. It might be like not being so serious or like whatever.
We're being very like
means.
straight down the line,
yeah.
but it's like, if you would rather party than play chess.
Yeah, say that's an example. It's like you just have to communicate well and say this is my... Because when you're in a relationship, like you can have your own separate time. Like you could be like, hey, I'm going out tonight. Let's have lunch tomorrow together and that'll be our special time. You don't have to like dance through life doing exactly the same things. You can meet in the middle.
Yeah, completely. I also think like it's important to work out if both people in the relationship are cool with meeting in the middle.
Yeah, because sometimes
actually,
you're
like,
not.
Maybe you're not.
Yeah.
And like, but communicating is the only way to work that out. Like, let's say that the older person in the relationship doesn't want to be with someone who's going out all the time. Let's say we're being really hypothetical now.
Yeah.
But like, if for whatever reason they don't want to deal with it, then like that also is fine. But it just requires some like graceful energy.
You've got to like compromise and hear each other's views. Also, the part about you're worried that they're with you because they're trying to live young. Is that a bad thing?
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's not as simple as that. Like, if you are keeping them youthful and maybe they would slip into like, I don't know, maybe you bring out a side to them that's really exciting and fun, and that's not... They're not like using you. I mean, it's so hard for us to comment, obviously, every time because we don't really know.
I guess what you want to say is, as long as they're not using you, you know, or as long as you don't feel like you're being used,
then I don't see a problem with that.
If you're getting as much out of it as they are, and it's enjoyable for both people, then
what's the ish?
I would say that you keep me young.
I was about
to
say
extent.
that.
Like,
I was about to say that we have different tendencies, like. And things in life, and we bring out different sides of each other.
Yeah, completely.
Sometimes you need a little push to like, let's do it, you know, and that's fine. It's an interesting... we never talk about age, really, do we?
No, exactly. What's our age gap? 4 years?
4 or 5. When were you born? I was born in 96.
I was born in 92, so let's say 4. I mean, it's like...
I don't really notice, but...
It doesn't really make any difference, does it? Like...
I actually will say something about when I first met you. I noticed... it's difficult because it was COVID and whatever, but I noticed a difference in our ages when I first met you.
Did you?
Yeah, because it was like you were just way more... Like, you didn't get FOMO and you had a different pace of life, and I definitely... It didn't shock me, but I was like, this is cool. Like, he doesn't care if he misses out on the pub night. And at that point in my life, I did. So I was like, wow, this is different. You're definitely way more sure of yourself.
Let me jump in.
Go on.
I love what you're saying. That's cool. I'm glad that you thought that about me. I've said this in one of our previous podcast episodes as well, which is that, like... age really is just a number.
I know.
Like, you're kind of like your life experience is much more important than what actual number you write down when you say how old you are, you know. So it's like, someone 10 years younger than me you might have thought that about them in exactly the same way. But it's just like, I think you're more likely to act older when you are older because you've had more life experience.
Yeah. So like,
a stupid thing
no,
to say,
yeah,
but like,
it's true.
do you get what I'm saying?
So like this message here wrote your ages, but like really it doesn't matter what age you both are. So I wouldn't get stuck on that. If that's what you're worrying about, like I'm 24 and they're 32, whatever it is, it's like actually it's about what their lifestyle's like and what they've experienced and what they want to, how they want their life to be like.
And what you want your
completely
life to be like, and whether that works for you, and whether you're at a point in your life where you want to compromise, or whether you want to be at a point in your life where you
do what you want to do completely.
Because I would say if you feel like that, do it unapologetically.
Totally.
And like, be gracious to everyone that you have to leave behind because you want to do... leave behind is very deep, but like anyone that doesn't fit into that, if that's what you want to do, absolutely do it. And you just have to just be graceful when how you do it, of how you like transition into that point where you want to be doing whatever you want to do.
Because you have to live your life for you and everyone who's in your life's meant to make it better and enrich it. So if your partner, you can't stop doing your interests and hobbies and your lifestyle for your partner, but you can definitely compromise and shape it to be something that would be nice for both of you, I think. Yeah. Because you'll just end up resenting them. If you start, say, this is another just example, say like they don't like you going out loads or whatever it is and you're hungover or like you're not, it's like, if you just stop doing the nights out that you really enjoy, you're just going to be bitter. It's like, bitter, you can't stop doing anything for your partner. It's about how you approach it and how you compromise, Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, completely.
I hope that was helpful. Shall we do another one?
Let's do another one. Can I read it?
Yeah. Did you like my reading?
Your reading was so good, dude. I really liked it.
Thank you. Thank you. The studio looks very bare behind us. Sorry. I feel like we should have pictures up.
Yeah, I'm using that picture as a little sunshade at the moment. How do you stay motivated and maintain balance in work, health, friendships, and your relationship?
Oh God, I feel like at the moment balance is not something.
I think it's a constant battle to try and maintain a balance. Yeah.
I think having a 9 to 5 scheduled job, I think I'd be great at balance because I'd be like, I'm not at work. This is my time to socialise. Love my socialising time. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I would be like, Saturdays are for friends, Sundays for me, work Monday to Friday. That's how I feel like.
That sounds so dead, doesn't it?
I know, but that's how I feel like I would be.
Yeah.
Whereas now with our lifestyles, it's all very fluid and it is really hard to notice what you're doing too much of, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like we went to the pub on Friday with some of our friends and we were having some wine and I was just like, wow, like, not that we haven't done that in ages, but just like, I really needed this to sit and laugh. And we were just like laughing and I was like, oh, it made me remember that like everything isn't so serious and it's fine. Mm-hmm. And if we'd have just worked on the sofa in the evening or not just let everything go and go out, I wouldn't have felt as good. So it's like, that was just a little example of, sounds quite obvious, but of just like something that I was like, God, this is so important. Like sitting in a pub, whether you're drinking a Coke or wine or whatever it is, it's like getting out of your everyday life and laughing and chatting to other people about their lives is so important. Mm-hmm. It's just as important as going to work.
Defo. If not more important.
Yeah, it is more
especially important. If you're not working for yourself. Because like going to work instead of being happy.
Yeah. Do you think we're good at it?
I think we're really aware that it's a real thing that needs to be given respect.
Yeah.
The whole like maintaining balance. I kind of struggle with it in general, I think. Like, let's be honest, the last few weeks have been
Unbalanced.
very unbalanced.
Yeah. But that's like, it has to be at that point.
The thing is, like, because of the way that my work works at the moment, it's like I had no work and now I've got loads and I've got a job. So it's like I'm working 7 till 7.
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
But the thing is, with your life, it's like your social time and your self-care time is when you don't have any jobs on. So it's always all or nothing for you. It's hard to...
Yeah, and also I get depression as soon as I have no work on because it's really hard to be self-employed and not have any work on.
To be fair, though, to you, this time round with all your work, we've been like, make sure you go to the gym. Let's keep... Because the last time we were so like overwhelmed with how much work you had, it was just like feeding you and making you go to bed was like...
Yeah.
Now we're a bit more like... Let's go see our friends. Do you have an hour to have a coffee? Go to the gym. Do you have time to have a run? Like, you are keeping your habits in check.
I guess actually that's a really good point. Like, relating back to the question is like, you have to actively like look for time where you can maintain balance.
Yeah.
If you're
because there
doing
is
one of
always
these things
time.
that's
You have to have a lunch break. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like if there's time to have a lunch break and sit and look at Instagram, there's time to walk around the block and check in with yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I always think.
Also, I love that like my screen time is down much at the moment.
Yeah. Because when you're at home, we are just like eating and chatting and going to sleep.
Yeah.
You're not like... The other thing I was going to say is, this might not be like a healthy thing to say, but honestly, like, because of starting my own business like not very long ago and like that being my job now, I haven't really wanted balance. Like, I have made an active decision to, this might be a toxic thing to say to myself, but like I have wanted work to be my first, maybe it's different, to be my priority. So instead of like work being this and social life and life being here, I've been like, I want this to be my main thing for a short period of time to boost up to the next level because it's so important. But I think recently we've noticed the implications of that is that I literally had burnout and crumbled. Yeah. So actually that wasn't a good decision because, you know, I didn't do my hobbies and didn't really look after myself. And I was just like, she paints, she paints, she paints. So that is a bit of a lesson about balance.
Yeah, there's got to be some balance for sure.
Yeah.
And you can work on just finding the line where...
Like, it can still be my passion and my priority, but I have to be able to, like, read a book or go for a swim or watch some shit telly just to unwind. Like, I can't be productive 24/7 because I tried that and it gave me depression. So... Very interesting topic.
Yeah, very interesting. Have you got reckon you've got any like top tips on
balance?
On balance?
They say that you're supposed to do something for yourself every day, one thing every day. So if you don't have time to like have, you know, an unachievable morning routine because you literally have to wake up and go to work, it's like it literally could be walking around the block with your favorite podcast on for like 20 minutes or like making your morning drink and like having intention when you do everything so it feels like self-care without, you know, spending loads of money and doing stuff like that. It's about using your everyday and like living like greatly, deliciously, like making your everyday special. Then you feel like you've given yourself self-care without having to actually have a yoga class booked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's really hard for unachievable, and it's just another thing, isn't it? It's like you want it to be something sweet, like it could be like calling a friend and just like having a chat in the middle of a busy day, but you want to just have a bit of time to like do something nice. What do you think your top tip would be?
I guess like just be intentional with
your time.
Your time and your free time. I'm rubbish at it, honestly, but like,
You're getting better at it.
but I think just like making sure that you know when you're doing something that is not work.
Too much. Oh,
No,
right.
the
Sorry, the opposite.
Like be really present when you are not doing work,
Yeah.
when you're doing something that is caring for yourself.
I have another tip I just thought.
Go on.
I like to make obviously might sound quite obvious. I like to make plans before, even though I know I have a busy week, book them in, because then you have to go and you would never have made them day to day. So like sometimes on a Sunday, I'll like check in with a few friends and be like, do you want to have a coffee on Wednesday, or should we have a drink on Thursday night? And you don't really know what your week looks like, because I know that if I knew what my week looked like, I wouldn't book them in. And then the next thing you know, you've had a really busy day, but you do have energy to go and say hi to a friend and have a drink. So instead of like looking at your week and being like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, I might be really busy, it's like just slot some treats in along the week, and then you kind of have to, like sometimes it gets to like Thursday and we're exhausted and I'm like, oh, we've got plans with them tonight, remember? And we're like, oh, and then you just go and then you have a nice time.
Yeah. It's great.
I don't know if that's really a tip.
That's a great tip.
Thanks.
I think that's really good. We're going to have to wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
I need to crack on.
Okay, cool.
I think this is fun.
How long have we been speaking for? 23 minutes.
It's a real short one.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hope everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah. Happy to be back. We're going to do another one this week.
Yeah, we need to film
We've
another
got
one.
some more questions to fill
Yeah.
that one with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's have some balance in this week, guys. Everyone go and have a treat.
Everyone go have a treat. Be balanced and
Be happy.
Be happy.
Love ya.
Love you.